Guys, this episode means a lot to me. At some point, this $30 challenge dropped to $15. I was broke, hungry, and even 1 naira not in my account. The funniest part is that in the village, that's to tell you how this episode means to me, because this is a comeback. Guys, I almost gave up. I no will lie, I almost gave up. But then, like they used to say, show up every day. No matter what, just try to show up. Guess what? I caught BTC and everything changed. I entered a trade on BTC, trade that I held for 3 weeks. Guys, that is the longest time that I have been able to hold trade. The highest days I think I've held one trade is 5 days, and that was volatility. 5 days, VIX 75. I think I held it 5 days. But this BTC trade is 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and it's worth it because that trade alone brought me back to life. Like, there's this time you find your life and you feel like to give up. You feel like to give up because you just feel like nothing is working. That particular trade brought me back to life. So this is the story of that trade and why I have already decided to be making withdrawal from that very challenge account.
There was a point I got to 71 or 72, and I was very much happy. So this account dropped. The time market started dipping, so I did not get that market has already started dipping at the time before I notice what is going on. The 70 something dollar have dropped to 20 something, 30 something, I think 20 something or 30 something. But that's not even the case. The case is that this account actually went down to 15.
So before the win, I had several losses that took my account from $30 to $15. Some trades were careless, some were just emotional stuff, I just made so many bad mistakes to the point that I even broke my own rules. But you know what? You will get punished for every mistake you do in the market. And I did not miss that punishment. I got punished, but I learned. I started managing risk even more better, to the point that they say patience is the key. I even use that as my DP on my Telegram. But guess what? I don't exercise patience. I don't have that patience. So until this BTC setup came, I had to be very patient for that, and the result was very massive. So what will happen is, let's go to trading view so I can show you the trade that actually changed everything, and I will show you how I got the trade from the beginning to the ending. So let's go to trading view. Before we go to trading view, I would like us to check something on Telegram first. The reason why is because the very first time I saw the trade, I dropped it inside my Telegram channel. So if you are not in the Telegram channel, you can use the link in the description below, so you can join the free Telegram channel. So I dropped the setup on Telegram before the trade, as in the first setup I dropped it on Telegram. So let's go to Telegram first. Let's go to Telegram, guys. Open my Telegram for tech free signal. So guys, here we are. Look at the final TP here. This is the final TP of the trade. Let me go to the setup and look at the final setup here. But before that, let's go to the very beginning. The very beginning of this. Sorry for that. So look at the beginning here. In the beginning, look at this. Now I saw this from weekly time frame. I saw this trade from weekly time frame. Now if you look at this line, let me draw this. Look at this line here. This line is that weekly time frame. That shaded part is that weekly time frame, and what I saw there is FVG. So that is weekly FVG. Now what I just expected price to do, I know that BTC was very bullish, it's still very bullish, so I was just looking out for buys, and I saw that FVG on the weekly time frame. So what I waited for is for price to tap into that weekly FVG and give me liquidity sweep, then MSS. Now this is what I mean. I will show you what this means now. If you look at this picture, let me remove this one. If you look at this picture, look at this picture here, this very one, you see that price came down like this. You see that price came down like this, came down like this, went up, then drop down. Price took this one out. Sorry about that. So price took this one off. Look at this one here. This one that came down, went up, come down to take it off. That's liquidity sweep. Now if I go back, you see that when this price came like this, do this, it went up to take the other one again up here. So you see that price still went up to take that recent high that swept the recent low, and that is MSS. Now where this thing happened is here. Let me zoom this very well. Look at this candle. It came down again, then take it off. Look at this candle here. This is where the MSS happened here. The MSS happened here. Let's take this into trading view. So starting from when I took the trade, you can see the date here, June 23. I posted on my Telegram and I said long GTC limit order, and look at the position here. I even uploaded it on my TikTok. So look at when the trade triggered. You can see that it's snipe entry, and then I dropped sniper. So look at it here, look at it here, and this is how we rode from when, from that June what, from that June 23 to July 11. If you check, that is approximately 3 weeks. So, and look at the final TP here. So let's go to trading view. Let me show you how I got this trade actually. So here I've removed everything because I am looking for another thing on BTC right now. But because of what happened, because of this video, then I'll show you from scratch on how I got it. So let's just open BTC, any BTC chart, BTC USDT. Let's open this one. This BTC USD, I would like BTC USDT, BTC USDT perpetual. Guys, this phone battery is going down, and my mic will not be working proper, but I just hope you can hear me clearly. So let me be charging this one and be making this. So this is a BTC USDT perpetual. So it has opened, and what I will do is go to weekly time frame, because I got the trade from weekly FVG. Now on weekly, look at this very FVG. And look at this very FVG. This is the FVG. When I saw this FVG went down to 1 hour, and I waited for price to come to that 1 hour. I waited for price to come to that FVG on 1 hour time frame. And what was I waiting for? I was waiting for one particular thing to happen. Now look at what price did. Price dropped down to this. So it dropped down to this FVG, and look at what price did here. Price took out liquidity here. This is liquidity taken, and it went up to do this MSS. This is the high of the candle that swept that liquidity. MSS here. MSS here. Now if you even go down to lower time frame, you will see that this very candle here is also MSS. So now I then said, okay, the institutional, I then said, okay,
Now what I was now looking for is OB, and look at OB here. This is the OB that cost that MSS. This is the OB that cost the MSS. Can you see that? And I just took my trade from here. I took my trade from here like this. The high of this OB, that was my entry. The high of that OB. Now, and the low is my stop loss. Now, if I check the high of this OB, I check the high of this very OB, you see that the high is 99,625. 99,625. The high. Where is the high? Where is entry? 99,620. 99,625. It is 99,625, right? Let's check it again. 99,625, yes. And the low is 98,952.4. 98,952.4. 98,952. So I made it to be 98, I think 98 something, but I did not leave the SA like that. I left some numbers below, so that even if it is still coming down to take it out again, let's be on the safe side. So, but I knew that if BTC managed to break below this OB, then this will be violated. I'll be looking for another clean OB. So, and this was how I took the trade. The TP, how I got the TP is that this weekly time frame, look at what the weekly time frame is saying. This weekly time frame, there is my candle. Now this weekly time frame, you see that price has a high. Price had a high, and that was just a retracement to internal range liquidity, which is that FVG. This was the high there. So I just check the high. This high is what? This high. I saw that this high is this high is 111,959, and that is why when price, because I was supposed to close this trade, I was supposed to TP, I think 2 days before the very TP, or 1 day before the very TP, because when price got to this high, when price swept this guy, price went to 111,999, as in 111,999. Price did not go to, because I just saw this. I said, okay, instead of this, let me use 112k, because 112k is also a psychological number, psychological level, or psychological whatever they used to call it. So I said, okay, that is what I want to use as the TP, and I set my TP. I set my TP to I set my TP to 112k 000, and let me go to that 1 hour here. and look at how the trade went. Now what happened again, because I was following this trade every day, I did not even take any other trade. I was just following the trade. And when this trade got here, on daily, I was using 4-hour daily and 1 hour to monitor the trade. When this trade got here, there was one, I think on 4 hour, there was other block that I expected, look at the other block here. This very high, this small other block here. Where is it? Let me mark it out so you can see it very clear. Look at this very one, this is where I took my first profit. I did TP1 here. The reason was because when this trade got here, it's kinda, the bullish momentum there was not much. I then said, okay, if this trade is going to drop from here, I want to just take my first profit. And the first take profit was let's go to Bybit. The first take profit, where is Bybit? The first take profit. So the first take profits, let me go to P&L. Look at the first take profit here. But this is the first take profit. Look at the first take profit here. And this is the final take profit. So this was a $2 risk, and I was looking to get, I think, $36. So if I would have held and did not take partial, it would have been, the total profit would have been like 36 or 30 something dollars. But I decided to take profit 1, and I am not regretting it in any way, because if you even look at this, profit 1 is $10 already. Look at profit 2, $12, that's $22. So this is my current account balance right now on this challenge account. This funding is $2.
So now I want to explain something very important. This is very much important even to me. So are we making 20% withdrawal from every win? Now what I mean is, if I'll be taking trade on the account now, right? But if I make any win, I will take 20% of that win. Now I am going to be using that for expenses and just to survive, even while trying to reach that target. But that does not mean that I don't still have that mindset that I will get to that target. No, you see that 30k, we go hit them. So but what I am trying to do is, even while trying to reach that 30k, let me still survive, because 1 naira no dey the boy accounts, guy, and I will be making that withdrawal 20% of every trade that I win. Now this is going to happen only if the account remain above $30. No, if the account is above $30, this is when I'm going to, or if I make withdrawal and I say that the account is still above $30, yeah, I'll take my share from every win. So, but if the account is below $30, I am not going to take a single pin, even if I win. So the BTC trade was actually 18RR and it made me $22. So I'll be taking $4.4, which is 20% of $22. So I'll be making a withdrawal of, I'll be transferring $4.4 to my funding for expenses. Okay, they read 00. I need money. So I'll be making the withdrawal right now. So let's even make the withdrawal together. This is the account, and we transfer. I will transfer $4.4 to my funding within account. Yeah, I want to transfer USDT from unified to funding. So what are you transferring? 4.4. Go. So I have already transferred it, and you can see that. Let me refresh it. I have $6. Let me quickly make withdrawal, and that $6 is let's check P2P. Before then, let me show you my old pay, so you know I'm not I'm not capping. I'm not capping, guy. He read anyhow. So let me open my OP. Want to know my password? Go. You can see the account balance here, 1,003. Let's go back. P2P amount that I want to withdraw. I want to sell. So I will skip this process. So if you want to learn how to trade P2P, there's link in the description. The video is right there in my channel. So I'll skip this so that this video will not be long. So it has paid, and I have released. So I already had it in my OP. Now this is remaining. Look at the current account balance now, $37. So, and look at my OP here. Let me refresh. You can see the OP. Look at the money here. So go back here, and so guys, now so the challenge going to be for now, and welcome back to this $30 to $30,000 trading challenge. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow this journey. All right, so let's go, guys. Peace.